I think this guy has double Vikes. Okay, but we do decent damage though. We do decent damage, so... We just cannot get any madness build up. It's just out of the question. That actually early hit. In range. I want to poison him, but... I don't want the risk of like trading my poison for like a madness. Oh my god. He can madness us in literally 2 hits. He can just madness us in 2 hits. That's a bit unfair. Oh, good thing I unlocked, because I misspaced that. We're doing good damage though, so... Oh! I don't want it. Nah, I'm dead. Okay, let's heal, fuck it. This is actually so unfair. Holy shit. We definitely want to kill that Phantom. He's gonna yield something. Actually, I don't even think he will. I think he got those. I mean, he did get those dropped. Either he got those dropped or he's higher level. Let's just hope he's higher level. Insane player. Oh, we did make him drink a few Estus. But we do good damage. That's the good thing. We actually do pretty good damage to him. And he keeps doing these wild running attacks like that. So in the long run, it's not looking too bad. Let's not do that. To build up? Why is the build up so damn high? Fuck off. Insane. How much? How much? How much? How much? 40! Let's go! 40,000. Let's go. Okay, he doesn't care. He's just gonna spam. Noted. Oh yeah, I forgot. You don't have priority with this setup. Light roll moment. Perfect. You can buy the entirety. Yeah, you can buy the country of Limgrave with that amount of runes. And obviously when you're completely out of stam, you just give them space. Oh, laggy bastard. Oh, that's bad. I don't like that. Player shitnet. This is really bad. Jane, is that you? It's Jane the demon. Stop it, Jane. Jane, stop it. Stop it, Jane. It's Jane the demon. Jesus. How are you supposed to fight that? Insane. Alright. That's blocklist material. Do you guys play any other games where connections can be that bad? Like, to me, like, from my experience, I've never really played, like, other games than Souls where the game allows player to lag that badly. Fighting games can be pretty bad. Yeah, I don't play fighting games. Well, if you guys say so, if it's common thing, then oh well. And oh well, oh well. The poison one. Just not jump off a cliff or something. Did not expect the eel in my face, but well, he did it twice afterward. No, Modern Warfare 2 was never that bad. No, like, yeah, this is just bad fate at this point. Okay, so you guys are saying games, but it's not actually true. No, Modern Warfare 2 was never that bad. Ever. Like, you could have, like, the lobby, like, shit itself, but you didn't have, like, people, like, lagging all over the place like that. This is not comparable to this at all. Am I going to play Diablo 4? Sorry. Just choked a little. He keeps hitting the statue. Let's go kill the blue all the way back there. Before they reach them. Oh, this is gonna be a good invasion. I can smell it. Okay, went back to them. Got the plants for they're really gonna stand back? I mean, that's why we have the bow. Should be poisoned soon. Would you kindly just get poisoned? There you go, that's perfect. On plants. Help me. Attacking from so far, there's no punish available here. At least we poisoned them, you know. Makes the clock tick a little. He always unblocks. Okay, there you go, that's one. Range fight. Come on. There you go. Alright, your turn. Are invasion at low level more fun than meta or 200? Well, let's put it that way. No matter what I do, Elden Ring for me is not a game that I can sustainably enjoy. And so I'm only really playing like once for 3 hours, for about 3 hours most of the time. Like once every 2 or 3 days, sometimes every 4 days. So I'm playing very little of this game, so that's the only way I can like kind of sustain it until Armored Core comes out. But in the best world, like low-level invasion is not where it's at. It's just that Elden Ring is so fucked that low-level invasion right now is the most enjoyable thing for me at the moment. So I'm probably gonna stay there a little bit. And it's not a compliment to the game. It's really just it's a product of many flaws. Will you completely abandon Elden Ring when Armored Core comes out? I hope so. I really hope so. The only way I would not abandon it completely is if Armored Core 6 is just a flop and people are not really interested in it. I mean, to be fair, Lord of the Fallen also comes out like fairly close. Like I think it's like what, 2 months after Armored Core. So I mean, we have some interesting games coming out. So it's very likely that Elden Ring is gonna dip even more, because there's just going to be other options. Like at the moment, I feel like there's not that many options compared to Elden Ring. Just like when it came out, you know, it won Game of the Year for good reasons. It's because there's nothing at the moment that you can play that can kind of give you like a similar experience. Like people have been longing for a fantasy game like a Skyrim. Like Elden Ring is probably one of the closest thing to a Skyrim. So there's a lot of Skyrim players that gravitate toward Elden Ring. I mean, so much so that if you look at all the combat mods on the Nexus, like all the Skyrim combat mods are trying to emulate really what Elden Ring is. Come on, bud. Yeah, Lord of the Fallen, like a lot of people are very reluctant about Lord of the Fallen. I would like to believe it has a decent chance. What's good, I think, so far, and what people are not giving it credit, is that there's actually nothing right now that indicates that we should be worried about Lord of the Fallen being bad. Like, I feel like the overwhelming, like, kind of outlook when I post, like, Lord of the Fallen related stuff is like people are expecting it to fail. Maybe it's because they've been burned too many times. That's probably a part of it, but there's actually nothing to indicate so far that it's going to be a bad game. Like everything we've seen to this point indicates that it's probably going to be pretty good. It looks like an actual Souls clone, like a proper one. And the worst argument I've heard about Lord of the Fallen being bad was that the first one was bad, therefore this one is bad. But usually these people are just ignoring the fact that it's not even made by the same developer, not even made by the same studio, the same people. So, I mean, this really holds no weight. How about the Bloodborne dodges? It's not necessarily a bad thing though, Chirico, that's the thing. But I mean, yeah, Lord of the Fallen is using like actually up-to-date technology as far as we know, so we shouldn't expect it to be like as bad netcode-wise as From Software. Although we might be unpleasantly surprised, who knows, but I'd like to think otherwise. I think Elden Ring is too big for From. I don't know if I want to say too big for them. I feel like one of the unfortunate thing that happened to Elden Ring is the same thing that happened to every developer, developing studios. Like when Elden Ring came out or was in production at a very like peculiar time where all the gaming companies were struggling with work at home, right? They were not getting anything done. They were used to having all their employees at the studio, and they had to transfer a lot of staff to work at home, sometimes the entire staff. So a lot of companies got affected, or yeah, a lot of companies got affected, but the video game industry got affected as well. It definitely put a wrench in a lot of games development, and Elden Ring was exactly at that time. So I think a lot of the things we get in Elden Ring that we think are missing are probably due to that. I think that's a pretty fair assessment. Like, I think the Covenant missing, like if you take a look at the fact that, I mean, we don't have them on us right now, but there's like actually 2 invasion items in the game. They didn't put 2 invasion items for no reason. Like, they did different things when they made them, like when they made their intended use case, but somehow it ended up being the same thing, probably for lack of time. Oh, here you go. There's Mungus. Let's see what twink you got. Come on. Right above him. The foot job. Getting it comboed.